So according to some kid in his mom's basement, Jayden Daniels is going to be a bust. Let's talk about it.
I feel left. What I want.
Get back slow. I love the way she rockin' it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
Follow me on Twitch at ChewyIRL, as that's where I will be live streaming the games anytime the Washington Commanders play. I'll stream the game yesterday versus the New York Jets, and I know some people probably was like, Juan, where are you at? I'm over on Twitch. So go ahead and give me a follow. And then secondly, join the Discord server, as I finally got one up and running, and we already got a couple people in here. It's going to be a place where you can have fun and be your authentic self. Enjoy the rest of the video. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about some kid in his mom's basement with a horrible take on Jayden Daniels. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate it if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight to it. So again, tomorrow and for the rest of the season, I will be on Twitch live streaming the games, and then 9:30 a.m. every game day morning, I'm going to be here on YouTube with the Command Extra pregame show. All right, now that y'all know, I want to see y'all there. All right, let's get straight to it. So I've been doing this thing for about 5 years now. And the overall consensus that I'm getting from this content creation, at least from the media, sports media world, is that negativity drives. See, people can make a million videos on this good about this player, this good about this team, this good about this coach. But it's not going to get plays unless you have that consistent fan base. You're so big, or you have that consistent fan base that's going to tune into every single video, you're probably not going to get hits. However, you know what is going to get plays? Negativity. So essentially what I'm saying is, this morning I woke up, I checked my YouTube box and recommended, and I saw this video. This video says, is Jayden Daniels a potential bust? Why Jayden Daniels might fail in the NFL? And as you see, I left a comment about an hour ago. It's because I watched about a minute of this video, and I was like, nah, I got to get on and tell my family, my people about this. But you see this. 11 likes and 1.7K views. It says, I've literally heard no expert say anything negative about Jayden Daniels. Bro has a video trashing Lamar, and then in this video says that Lamar can throw with anticipation and hype him up. LMAO, can't make this ish up. He says, I guess we're all taking the bait by commenting, but holy ish, this dude doesn't know anything about football. So as you guys can pretty much see and tell, this video is not getting well liked by the community. However, it's getting 1.7K views. So I know some of y'all probably like, Juan, why are you making a video on this guy? Why are you giving him attention? Because I'm defending my team. I'm defending my quarterback. And I really just want to break this down and kind of not expose him, but hear him out, but kind of correct him. So let's do that.
As of recently, there's been a bit of talk as to whether Jayden Daniels will be a boom or a bust in the NFL.
Well, we're 7 seconds in, and he's already wrong. I haven't heard anyone say this. No expert has said Jayden Daniels is a boom or bust. There have been quarterbacks that's been drafted that has a ceiling or a really low floor, but Jayden Daniels isn't one of them.
And in my opinion, I'm sort of leaning more towards the side of he really doesn't have that great of a chance at success. Now, his supporting cast, he's got decent running backs, good receivers. That's where it stops. The offensive line is atrocious, first of all. His offensive line is terrible. They got the worst tackle duo in the league. They got either Cornelius Lucas or that Coleman dude. I think he's a
that Coleman dude. You don't even do your research, Brody. Coleman dude, right? He was a person that was drafted this past year by the Washington Commanders. And he's a guy that can play left tackle and left guard. And right now he's penciled in to be our starter because our GM, Adam Peters, from the San Francisco 49ers, right, that is a part of a team that constantly drafts really well decided to take a chance on a rookie tackle / guard and pencil him in as a starter. He's been killing it in camp, by the way. He's been holding his own in camp, by the way. But he's just that Coleman dude. And there's nothing wrong with it. He's a rookie. But if you're going to make a video like this, at least do your research. Cole Luke is a guy that's been around for years. And he's always been reliable. Whether it's in the starting role or it's a swing tackle backup role. Cole Luke has always been available. So, that Coleman dude, he's pretty nice, telling you. And that Cole Luke guy, he's pretty reliable too.
A rookie. And then Andrew Wiley starting at right tackle. That's the worst tackle combo in the NFL. He's going to get pressure off the edge so much, it's going to be ridiculous. I don't even know how much he's going to be able to run because clearly.
Okay, I'm going to let him talk, guys. I am. I get it. I'm going to let him talk. I ain't going to keep pausing, right? But even if he gets pressure off the edge, right? Isn't that with his ability to extend plays with his legs come into play? Isn't that where the running game comes into play? And I ain't even speak on you trashing our running game. Basically, you said we have okay running backs. Brian Robinson, when healthy, is capable of 1,000 yards, and when getting the ball, is capable of 1,000 yards. He's the guy that can give you 5, 6, 7 yards of carry. Austin Eckler, one of the best receiving backs in NFL generation this past past generation, 2010s, 2020s. Austin Eckler, one of the best receiving backs. Let's not forget what he did in LA for years. Okay? And Jayden Daniels getting pressure off the edge, it happens. Every quarterback gets pressured. It happens. The best offensive line gives up pressure. The people across from these offensive linemen are getting paid just like them. So they're going to give up pressure at some point. But that's when his playmaking ability, and the reason why he was the number 2 overall pick, and the reason why he was the Heisman Trophy winner, best player in college football, by the way, drafted this high.
Clearly, his athleticism, his running game, his feet are the best asset of him as a quarterback. And when your athleticism is the best sort of trait that you have as a QB, there's going to be fucking problem. Because when I was watching the film, and this was especially prevalent against Florida State and Alabama, he lacks any sort of anticipation or timing when throwing over the middle. He neglects.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. This video is giving me flashbacks to my TikTok that I made on Sam Howell last year, where the people were just trashing Sam Howell, and I shut him up in a minute. He said this kid says he lacks anticipation across the middle, when in fact, LSU, correct me if I'm wrong, was one of the most high-scoring offenses in college football last year. And if you turn on the tape, immediately you're gonna see him throwing across the middle. Malik Neighbors, cross the middle, down the field. What are you talking about?
The middle of the field. He prefers the sideline. He routinely, randomly, when he feels a little bit of pressure, he'll start running. When there's some pressure coming from the edge or from the interior, even if it's just the most minuscule, minor amount of pressure, he will dart out of the pocket to try to make a play with his feet.
And is that wrong? Yo, no, this kid's hurting my head. He's hurting my head. Is that wrong? So you want him to just stand there and take a sack? Listen to what he just said, y'all.
Minor amount of running. When there's some routinely, randomly, when he feels a little bit of pressure, he'll start running. When there's some pressure coming from the edge,
is that not what he's supposed to do?
Even if it's just the most minuscule, minor amount of pressure, he will dart out of the pocket to try to make a play with his feet. And there's no quarterback in the NFL that does that. And I know a lot of.
Bro, what? What are you saying? There's no quarterback in the NFL that when they see a little bit of pressure, runs out the pocket or try to extend plays with his legs and keep his eyes down the field. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, CJ Stroud, Joe Burrow. Literally every starting quarterback does that. It don't even matter how good or bad you are. So that is horrible take right there. So, but I get it, though. I get it. You want him to just stand there and take a sack, and then when that happens, everyone's going to be like, oh, he's trash. He doesn't get the ball out of his hands quick enough. Come on, bro.
Are going to say Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, Josh Allen. What about those guys? First of all, they can all throw the ball. They can all throw with timing. They can all throw with touch and anticipation, especially over the middle of the field. Mahomes and Allen, no question. Lamar Jackson, no question. They can throw with timing and anticipation, and they all have strong arms. Jayden Daniels has an average arm, if we're being honest. It's
This man just said Jayden Daniels have an average arm. An average arm is Taylor Heineke. And I can tell you, without seeing this man play in the regular season game that matters, Jayden Daniels' arm is stronger than Taylor Heineke. Jayden Daniels' arm is a big reason as to why he won the Heisman Trophy. If that was the case, Malik Neighbors wouldn't have got drafted to the New York Giants in the first round. If that was the case, none of LSU's points would have been because of Jayden Daniels' arm. It would have all had to been because of his legs. And not saying that his legs can't win him games, but it's not that hard to shut down somebody's legs. So at some point, he had to be a really good passer. So an average arm is crazy, bruh. My man could spin that thing. And if you don't believe so, what tape are you watching? Are you watching the Commanders in training camp? Down the sideline, Terry McLaurin beats Emmanuel Forbes in training camp. Ball right in his pocket. De'Ami Brown, first preseason game, okay? Jayden Daniels throws it far sideline. Not an easy throw at all. Drops it right into the basket. Come on, bro. Like, if you going to speak on something, do your research, Brody. I get it. You want views. You want attention. But it ain't going to get people to respect your opinion. Yeah, you might have this video and a couple other videos trashing other quarterbacks, as I see on your channel, which you did with Daniel Jones and what you did with Bryce Young. You got views. But that's not going to be a consistent thing, bro. Because people are not going to take you serious. And I can tell you right now by the comments and the like ratio, no one takes you serious, bro.
adequate, for the NFL. It's okay. You're not going to, see him throwing into crazy tight windows like a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL can, especially a lot of the rookies like Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Michael Penix, some of those guys who have really, really big arms who can fit it into tight windows. He's not going to be doing that. So he is automatically limited at what type of throws that he can make on the field. He lacks the anticipation to be an NFL quarterback. And when you're looking at his processing, yes, he can read coverage. I'm not going to say he can't read defense. He can read coverage, but he reads the coverage slow. He is going 1, 2, he's going very slow, and that will not translate into the NFL. When you're making your reads slow like that, you are going to get killed in the NFL because you're going to have so much less time to throw in the NFL, especially with a team like Washington, who has had a sucky offensive line for like 5 fucking years now. They have not improved that. And if I'm being honest, if Jayden Daniels fails, it is not Jayden Daniels' fault. It is the fault of Washington's stupid-ass front office. There is absolutely no...
You're calling our front office stupid, and we just got a whole new rebrand, Brody. Adam Peters, one of the best assistant GMs in the NFL, now running his own show. Dan Quinn had an opportunity before the stop in Dallas as the defensive coordinator, as the head coach in Atlanta. Led them to the Super Bowl. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You make no sense, my guy. And I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. We're 2:58 in, and I've already... And trust me, I haven't planned on doing this, but I've already at 13 minutes in my video. And that's because I'm pausing to constantly correct you on an idiotic take, my guy. Like... It's borderline bad time where I'm saying, hey, you gotta delete this joke, fool. Like, man, time, you gotta delete this joke. Cause this, you don't make, like...
No protection for this guy whatsoever. Yes, you got Tyler Biadasz or whatever the hell his name is.
Tyler Biadasz. Tyler Biadasz, Brody.
Pretty decent center from Dallas. That's all you did. Who else you get? You get Nick Allegretti or whatever the hell his name is. I don't even know. He's not even...
Yeah, on the Super Bowl winning Kansas City Chiefs. Again, guys, I'm sorry to keep pausing every 2 seconds, but it's like I can't let it ride, bro. It's so bad. It hurts my ears to hear him talk. Nick Allegretti, Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl winner. Yes, he was a part of that team. You're right. What else?
Good. He sucks. That guy's terrible. And you have the worst combo tackle pairing in the NFL. So if Jayden Daniels does not succeed, I don't think the blame will fully be on him. It'll be partly on him, partially on him, but not fully on him. But when you sort of add up all the negatives you see of Daniels' game, where he has an adequate arm, he's not going to be able to make the tight window throws like most quarterbacks in the National Football League. Lacking timing and anticipation, not throwing over the middle, you know, bailing out of clean pockets and bailing out of pockets just at the first sign of pressure. And then you add the fact that he is a slow processor of information. And, you know,
a slow processor of information, huh? But his first completion in the NFL setting was him changing the play at the line of scrimmage because he did not like it, and he recognized that at the line and recognized that his wide receiver, De'Ami Brown, had a coverage that they could take advantage of. Someone that's slow processing of information isn't going to be able to pick up on that. But he's slow at processing, right? He can't throw with anticipation. He can't fit it into tight windows, right? This kid is trash, bro.
He has the ability to read the coverage, but he reads the coverage very slowly. And with the offensive line, with their terrible tackles and his slow processing speed of coverages, of defenses, it is going to be a nightmare for Washington. I don't even think this team is going to win a game the first couple weeks. The first 6-7 weeks, I have no idea if there will be one win. And Jayden Daniels, he's also, I sort of neglected this, he's very reckless. He rarely ever slides. He needs to protect his body because he is this offensive line, this tackle combo is going to get him hurt in the first 3 weeks of the season. They are atrocious. They cannot block anybody. They are bad at best because this is going to be a train wreck. All signs point to failure in the NFL of Jayden Daniels. And I say about 75% of it is not going to be his fault. He has some decent weapons. Austin Ekeler, who, come on, let's be fucking honest. Austin Ekeler, he's like 37 years old. He's old as shit, and he's not even good anymore.
Hey, Siri, how old is Austin Ekeler? How old is Austin Ekeler? Austin Ekeler is 29 years old, my guy. 29. You still are 4 minutes in, and you haven't even, I'm hoping you say his name, but you haven't even said Terry McLaurin, Brian Robinson. You haven't said none of those guys.
He's a washed-up scrub. He's not going to help whatsoever. He's losing his explosiveness. You have John Dotson. You know, you have Terry McLaurin. You have, you know, some solid pieces. You know, a good wide receiver core. But that's where it ends. And Jayden Daniels being a slow processor, not neglecting the middle of the field, and you know, and
why do you keep repeating yourself? You keep saying the same thing that has no valid points. It's one thing to repeat yourself if you're making a point, but your 3 points is he's a slow processor, he doesn't throw with anticipation, and he bails out of the pocket when pressure comes. Those are all false. Those are literally 3 of the worst takes I've ever seen about him. I can just tell you didn't watch him. You just got up here on the internet and said, yeah, I'm going to talk bad about Jayden Daniels because I have a video of talking bad about Daniel Jones that got 2.K. I got a video talking bad about Bryce Young that got 2,000 views. So I'm going to just talk bad about him. I'm not going to do no research on him, right? Man, I'm telling y'all, bro, these fans like this kill me, bro. Like, people like this kill me. Like, I get it. You want to grow your brand. You want to have a YouTube channel like everyone else. I get it. But ain't nothing wrong with finding your own lane. And it's nothing wrong with making a video like this if you did your research and you genuinely knew what you were talking about. But you clearly don't. You clearly don't. It's crazy, y'all. It really is. And this man called Austin Ekeler washed up, right? And considered a down year for Austin Ekeler. Let me go ahead and show y'all this right quick. Considered a down year for Austin Ekeler. He still put up 628 yards. 628 yards and considered a down year for Austin Ekeler. But he's washed up. And he's not even coming here to be the main back. It's Brian Robinson. And you still haven't mentioned his name. Give me a break.
Failing clean pockets at times is a recipe for complete failure. Jayden Daniels has the potential to be a colossal bust in the NFL. Once again, I'm not going to pin the blame solely on him if he is not a good quarterback, because it has to do with his offensive line, obviously. But, man, this is not shaping up to be good. When you watch the film, once again, especially Alabama, and especially that Florida State game, my goodness, he looked awful in the Florida State game. no anticipation, was never hitting his backside read. He barely makes, all the progressions, and when he's making the full progressions, he gets all day to throw, and he's going slowly with his progressions. I am so scared that he is going to tunnel vision and lock on to guys in the NFL. He had a bit, it wasn't too bad, but he had a tendency to lock in one of the first two guys. He was sort of...
Hold on, right? He just said something about Florida State, right? Follow me on. Sorry about that. It took me 2 seconds to do some research. Daniel's record-breaking day leads the number 18 LSU Tigers 52-35 win over Florida State. Jayden accounted for 606 total yards and 5 touchdowns and becoming the first quarterback in FBS history to have at least 350 passing yards and 200 rushing yards. And if this is the game he's talking about, again, you proving our point that you don't know what you're saying. And it took me 2 seconds, to do that little bit of research.
Sort of reading on the field. And when you do that, mixed with, bad offensive line, it's disaster, all right? Slow processing, bad offensive line, disaster. I don't care how athletic you are. You can run goddamn a 4.21. I don't care if you have Xavier Worthy, Chris Johnson speed. I don't care whose speed you have. It is going to be a train wreck with this offensive line with slow processing speed. It's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. That's why I'm so scared about Jayden Daniels. A lot of people didn't agree with my scouting report. There's certain points that I look back on, and I also don't agree with them. But when you're looking at accuracy and ball placement, it's adequate at best. And when you once again pair that with the arm strength being adequate and with the processing speed, I don't know how he's going to succeed. I don't see much chance of success, and I will eat my words. I will absolutely make a video calling him an absolute fucking biblical nightmare fucking beast of an NFL quarterback.
I bet you would.
Thriving and succeeding in the NFL.
I bet you would.
But realistically, when I'm looking at the film and when I'm looking at the supporting, offensive line cast, how can I think he's going to succeed to begin with? I can't see any way he is any good, especially to begin his career. I don't even know how long he's going to last in Washington. If he sucks that much, if he's that bad, I think they move on from him quick. But maybe they give him another chance in year two. I hope they do, because they got to get a better offensive line. They've got to try to draft fucking somebody, draft Will Campbell, or God, just draft anyone who can block for the quarterback, because this is going to get bad really quickly. Thank you all for watching. This has been...
That was a tough watch. Y'all good? Y'all good? Let me know in the comment section. Y'all okay? Cause I know. It hurt. It hurt listening to that. Your ears probably bleeding. I get it. I'm sorry I put you through that. I had to endure it too. It's no reason why his video is 7 minutes long and my video is 23 minutes long. That in itself should let you know that this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. But there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. As always, being your boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Juan Gotti Talking Sports. Check out the promo code SeatGeek to get $20 off your first purchase. And also, don't forget, tomorrow and for every single game this season, I will be live on Twitch, live streaming the game. And then Monday or every morning, I will be doing 9:30 Command Extra pregame show on game days. Okay? Get ready to call into that number 2 tomorrow after the game. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.